Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, ayan, yung mga bago pa lang dyan sa aking YouTube channel, huwag mong kalimutan i-like, share, and subscribe ang aking YouTube channel para next upload ko, updated kayo. So, ngayon guys, gagawa ako ng video regarding sa Science 5. So, ayan, hope you learn something from me. So, mag-i-start na tayo. Our lesson for today is about phases of the moon. So, ayan po. So, let us go here sa enter. So, what you wanted to know about the phases of the moon? Phases of the moon adventure. So, I will go here sa menu. So, phases of the moon adventure. So, there are 7. So, the first one is the title card. Next one is the guide card, activity card, assessment card, enrichment card, reference card, and the answer card. So, punta muna tayo, kids, sa ating title card. So, yung the red one, yung pinaka-una. So, click ko to. First one is the title card. So, phases of the moon. This is for grade 5. So, objective. The first one is observe the apparent changes in the shape of the moon. Second one, infer the pattern in the changes in appearance of the moon. Then, the third one will be explain the 8 phases of the moon. So, science processes. So, observing, inferring, explaining. Keywords, phases, crescent, gibbous, waxing, and waning. So, that's it. Let's go back to the menu. So, next one is the guide card. So, the guide card, ayan, you see the picture. So, first one will be new moon, waxing crescent moon, first quarter half moon, waxing gibbous moon, full moon, waxing gibbous moon, last quarter half moon, and waning crescent moon. So, next. During the olden days, the phases of the moon were used as basis of the people in doing their daily activities like full moon, others big catch to fishermen. Do you think fishermen nowadays are still following that belief? Diba? Mapapatanong ka kung totoo ba ang pinapalo pa rin to ng mga fishermen, yung paniniwalang ito. So, let us go to the next one. So, moon is the nearest Earth's neighbor in space. As it orbits the Earth, the moon seems to change shape and disappear. It is due to the part that it's light by the sun as it goes around the lighted part of the moon. It's called the moon's phases. So, phases of the moon. So, new moon, the unlighted side of the moon faces the earth that makes it visible when viewed from the earth. The moon and the sun are aligned on the same side of the earth. So, let's go to the next one. Next one will be the crescent moon. After 1 or 2 days, small edge of the moon is lighted. First quarter moon, after a week, half of the moon is lighted. Gibbous moon, after a few days, we see more than half of the moon lighted. Full moon, after 1 week, the whole side of the moon facing the earth becomes lighted. This happens when the Earth is between the Sun and the Moon. From the full moon until a new moon, the amount of lighted surface visible from the Earth decreases. In this period, when the moons appear to become decreasing in size, it is a cold waning moon. That's why as the moon continues the second half of its orbit, you can see another gibbous quarter crescent phases before the new moon. The new moon completes one revolution around Earth in about 28 days or almost a month. Now, you have the knowledge about the phases of the moon. Let us investigate this on the following activity. So, let's go. For activity 1, does the moon called as satellite of the Earth? Activity 2, how long does the moon to have exist? 3, how was the moon moved in relating to the Earth? So, click the menu and click the activity cards tab. So, ayan na. So, activity card number 1, does the moon called as satellite of the Earth? The moon is an astronomical body that orbits planet Earth. Being Earth's only permanent natural satellite, it is the 5th largest natural satellite in the solar system and the largest among the planetary satellites relative to the size of the planet that its orbit its primary. Following Jupiter satellite Io, the moon is the second deepest satellite among those whose densities are known. So, ayan. So, you need to write your answer on your paper. So, why does the moon called a satellite of the Earth? So, for question number 1, why does the moon called a satellite of the Earth? So, write your answer. So, let us go to question number 2. In terms of densities, how was moon compared to Jupiter? Number 2, in terms of densities, how was moon compared to Jupiter? Write your answer. Question number 3. Within the satellite in the solar system, what was the moon compared to other? 3. Within the satellite in the solar system, what was moon compared to others? Again, write your answer. Four. Why was it called a natural satellite? 4. Why was it called a natural satellite? Okay, let us proceed for the activity card number 2. How long does moon to have exist? The moon is true to have formed about 4.5 billion years ago, not long after Earth. The most widely accepted explanation is that the moon formed from the debris left over after a giant impact between Earth and a Mars sized body called Theia. Its surface is actually dark, although compared to the night sky, it appears very bright. Its navigational influence produces the ocean tides, body tides, and the light lengthening of the day. So, that is the activity card number 2. So, again, write your answer for activity card number 2. So, answer the following questions. 1. How long does moon to have exist? 1. How long does moon to have exist? Write your answer. 2. How was moon formed? 2. How was moon formed? Write your answer. 3. How will you describe the moon? 3. How will you describe the moon? 4. What was the effect of its navigational force? 4. What was the effect of its navigational force? Again, write your answer. So, for activity card number 3, how was the moon moved in the relation to the earth? The moon is in synchronous rotation with the earth, always showing the same phase within its near side marked by dark volcanic maria that fill the spaces between the bright ancient crustal highlands and the prominent impact craters as seen from the earth. It is the second brightest regularly visible celestial object in the earth's sky after the sun. Let us proceed. So, answer again this question on a sheet of paper. So, for number 1, kids, how was the moon move in relation to the earth? 1. How was the moon move in relation to the earth? For number 2, what was the two sides of the moon called? 2. What was the two sides of the moon called? Write your answer. And then for number 3, what does celestial object means? 3. What does celestial object means? Write your answer on your paper. So, okay, kids, you're done to your answers. So, we're done at the activity card. So, you should find your answer on the story that I've given. So, you're done in your activity card, kids. So, you should check your answer based on the story. So, after the activity card, let us go here. Assessment card number 1. Write true if the inference is possibly correct and false if it is not. 1. Gibbous moon occurs when we see more than half of the moon is lighted. For number 1, gibbous moon occurs when we see more than half of the moon is lighted. So, write your answer if it is true or false. So, for number 2, If it is full moon, when the moon it becomes the sun and the earth. 2. It is full moon when the moon is become the sun and the earth. For number 2, it is full moon when the moon is between the sun and the earth. Number 3, new moon occurs when the earth is between the sun and the moon. Number 3, new moon occurs when the earth is between the sun and the moon. For number 4, crescent moon after 1 or 2 days, small edge of the moon is lighted. Crescent moon after 1 or 2 days, small edge of the moon is lighted. Then for number 5, first quarter moon after a week, half of the moon is lighted. 5. First quarter moon after a week, half of the moon is lighted. That is for assessment number 1. So, true and false. So, for assessment card number 2, so for the direction, look at the illustration of the phases of the moon and write its name. So, you will choose if it is new moon, gibbous moon, full moon, crescent moon, or half moon. So, you should look at the illustration. So, you should start answering now. Okay, kids, I think you're done. So, let us proceed. Enrichment card. So, for the enrichment card, direction, choose the letter of the best answer. So, you should write your answer on a piece of paper for the enrichment card. Number 1, how much of the moon bright side can you see during a moon? A, 0%. B, 10%. C, 50%. D, 100%. Number 1, how much of the moon bright side can you see during a new moon? Letter A, 0%. B, 10%. C, 50%. D, 100%. Write your answer. So for number 2, which of the following phenomena never affects the moon phases? A, the relative position of the earth, moon, and the sun. B, the moon's orbit around the sun. C, the earth's orbit around the sun. Then D, the earth's rotation on its axis. For number 2, which of the following phenomena never affects the moon phase? A, the relative position of the earth, moon, and the sun. Then B, the moon's orbit around the earth. And then C, the earth's orbit around the sun. The letter D, the earth's rotation on its axis. So for number 3, which of the following words describe the phases of the moon? A, first quarter. Second quarter. Third quarter. Fourth quarter. Letter B, none, quarter, half, 3/4, full. C, new, crescent, quarter, gibbous, full. And then D, dark, light, half, quarter, blue. Again, for number 3, which of the following words describe the phases of the moon? A, first quarter. Second quarter. Third quarter. Fourth quarter. B, none, quarter, half, 3/4, quarters full. C. New crescent quarter gibbous full. Then D. Dark light half quarter blue. For number 4, during the phases of the moon appears to change shape. This change in appearance is due to the moon A. having crater on its surface, B. physically changing size and shape, and then C. moving closer and then farther away from the earth, then D. reflecting a different amount of light due to the alignment with earth and the sun. 4. During the phases of the moon appears to change shape. This change in appearance is due to the moon A. having craters on its surface, B. physically changing size and shape, then C. moving closer and then further away from the earth, then D. reflecting a different amount of light due to the alignment with the earth and the sun. For number 5, how does the position of the moon and the sun affects the tides? A. The moon and the sun have the same gravitational pull on the earth. And then B. The moon has a strong gravitational pull on the earth. Then C. The sun has a weak gravitational pull on the earth. And then D. Moon has a strong pull, sun has a weak pull. Number 5. How does the position of the moon and the sun affects the tides? A. The moon and the sun have the same gravitational pull on the earth. B. The moon has a strong gravitational pull on the earth. And then C. The sun has a weak gravitational pull on the earth. Then D. Moon has a strong pull, sun has a weak pull. Write your answer. So let us go back to the menu before I reveal the answer. So, reference card. So, this is my reference card. Then, let us reveal the answers. So, this is the answer card. Kids, check your work. So, kids, check your assessment card number 1, assessment card number 2, and the enrichment card. That is the answer. Okay, kids, we're done. Thanks for watching my video presentation. I hope you like it. See you on my next video. Bye-bye.